Split's an interesting one. It's not it. If you ask most players, or like from what I've heard from most players, Split seems to be the least favored map. People tend to prefer a lot of other maps over it. It's still a really good map. It's got its sort of unique quirk, as I say, is there is a lot of like there's ropes which are traversable, so up and down. So there's a lot of high and low angles around the map. So it is very much. It's got a lot more vertical aiming than most other maps in a tactical shooter like this. So it's really it takes people with great skill and really gives them a benefit for being good at aiming with all this vertical angles and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so hoping to see some good play out of these teams. You know, I'm just gonna set up a community goal for us, maybe hit tonight. Let's see if we can reach that. So it's going to be a Ming Pogs in chat spam sort of thing. But yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna get some fun stuff for you guys in chat. So those participating, not only can you participate in giveaways, but you can do fun stuff in the tournament as well. I think we're just about ready to get underway. If you could double check the lobby for me, Cac. I'm just a bit preoccupied. But once again, I'd just like to thank our sponsors, Animenia, for so graciously, providing us with those shirts for a giveaway. If you didn't manage to enter the giveaway yet, don't fret. There'll be another chance for you to do that later on. Just keep your eyes peeled out for those giveaway codes.
We're ready to go.
Oh, we're ready?
Yep.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so let me just get this thing on the road. Let's throw that one into the chat. Create. I don't know if that's popped up in chat now, but you might be able to see it. Let's hit. Yeah, let's hit start. Let's see if that's worked into chat or not. Uber targets with a nice big pug. I think that challenge is now live. I'm just gonna double check on the stream. Just another fun thing for you guys in chat to do if you want to participate in that. Don't know where it shows up actually. See a lot of Ming Pogs flying out, but yeah. So I think were we ready to head into the map 1?
We are indeed, sir.
Alright, so guys, we will be heading into our map 1, which is Split. Let's go. So Cac, maybe you want to give us a bit of a rundown for Split. I haven't even got the thing already because we haven't seen the map for so bloody long.
Yeah.
But, give me one tick and we'll get right into it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Go ahead.
Here we go. So Split, as I said before, a lot of vertical aiming, traversable ropes. When teams play this, they tend to have a lot of focus towards the mid, as Split is a very wide map. There isn't too many very long angles for players to hold or push. It's very much like a wide map, so it's harder to rotate from A to B, and that mid control. If you can get some power into mid, it's a lot quicker to rotate to other sites from there. So defense have got the advantage from rotating between two sites from mid, but if the attackers can get control there, they've got a whole range of choices to make in order to get a bomb down somewhere. But so we should be looking to see lots of players having focus in the mid, playing maybe one or two people on a site, and then more times than not having two people in that middle position.
Alright, so I do believe we are in game now. Cac, sorry to cut you off there, mate. But we're ready to stop talking. We're ready to get into the action. And on this side of grass, we have NayNayz on Phoenix, Shyfrit on Raze, Mazo on that Sage, PeanutsAreYum on his love the Omen he sorry, not Omen. The Cypher he loves to play, and BoltSouRce on the Omen. And give us the rundown of
when Animania, we have my angel Namirin on the Jet, Phipz on Reyna, my girl Sarayne,
Sarayne.
huh?
Sarayne.
Sarayne, alright.
Yep.
Sarayne on Phoenix, Forbidnature on Raze, and Bunk on the Cypher.
Alright, so we see some early pressure. Lots of Swades out of mid with their pistol, phantom-shaped pistols. But good challenge. Mazo does get dropped early. That is the Sage. Shy now trying to find some shots onto the other Swade, but he's getting spammed through the wall. Fox unable to do anything. NayNayz here with a curveball, blinds both of him, doesn't get it through the door, and just blinds himself and his teammate. Forbidnature just runs in there, takes out Shy for it, and now 5v3. Man advantage well in the way of the side of Animenia. Our sponsors are going to town on the side of this map. They're fired up, they want to keep seeing their things going through. Peanuts with a nice one-way cage though. But he's made it out, and sure to drop.
3 for Forbidnature. Bomb should be going down. They do seem revealed there with that trap, putting the bomb down. So it's a 1v5 retake for BoltSouRce here. Looking pretty dire. He has got that ghost, so who knows? He might be able to click some heads and get some kills. But looking like a pretty dire situation. And hasn't got too much time to play with now. Might just look for some exit frags of some sort. But doesn't look like he's going to go for this.
Phipz is looking for that highlight reel though. He's looking to try get his second of the round. Almost finding that looking at that player through the wall. BoltSouRce not gonna opt to swing out here. Phipz is not gonna also clear out the angle. He hears the players stepping around mid, but unable to find anyone, and he manages to save that pistol into the next round. Might even get some armor to go with it. We'll see how they do. Hot start for Animenia.
Yeah, good round from them, showing that powerful mid control, getting those couple of kills in mid, and they just had free reign over that B side. There was not much Peanuts could do, who was left alone there, and really just showing the dominance. Hopefully they can continue this dominance and over the mid. Sorry, words aren't working properly.
Well, I need to catch up on a couple of these tasks, so Kak, you keep going.
Sure. So we do see a SMG by coming out here for the attackers. Just a couple of players going out in mid, 3 players going out into B garage. Nobody spotted just yet. PeanutsAreYum is there. He has got a tripwire down, and my angel Namirin rotating into mid. Just looks like some shots are going off in mid, but nobody's died just yet. Only looks like Forbidnature taking the pin damage. Sarayne gets a nice kill on PeanutsAreYum. Bunk follows up, and as well as my angel Namirin. Bunk gets a second one of the round onto NayNayz, and now it's a 1v5 situation yet again for BoltSouRce.
Yeah, so we saw a flurry of kills just come through there. Peanuts did have that nice spy cam in the garage position. He spotted out a bunch of players. The rotation came in. They had 4 players on the B side as that hit was happening. But still, they didn't manage to pick up a single kill. Still have none on the board for themselves. But now they've got guns, so we'll see if that story changes.
We have got a gun round here coming out for the defenders, so hopefully this is the point now where they turn everything around. They'll be in a very, very bad position if they do lose this round, so this is very much an all or nothing round. Very smart from the attackers here, who didn't lose any players last round, just to keep around all those guns, save up that money, build up that padding in the bank, and have the availability to buy up if they do lose a round or 2 in the future. Phipz gets the kill onto Mazo, but a few people get picked up there by I'm not shy's shy for it. Sorry, bomb at the start of that round. PeanutsAreYum gets a kill on my angel Namirin. Forbidnature though gets a kill back onto shy for it.
Man, these guys are putting up their numbers.
4 situation, and PeanutsAreYum, the only person on Grass's team with a kill at the moment. BoltSouRce actually getting the second one, making it 2 for Grass. Peanuts getting a.
And
now it's 2v2 situation. Defense is spread out a bit. They have got the bomb on B. Oh, okay. No, I was confused because they've switched spots. So Peanuts is in fact in B garage right now. Looks like they're just sort of trading out. Peanuts does get the kill onto Bunk, but he's flanked by... And he gets 4 onto Forbidnature. Really well played by Peanuts there. And BoltSouRce defusing the bomb. Doesn't look like he's going to give it to Peanuts to get his ultimate. So good for Grass to get on the board there. And good on them for not... sorry, it's good that they won that round after investing so much money into it. But the attackers here do have plenty of cash to play with, as they did save those SMGs from last round. So we should be seeing a full buy coming out from them as well. So it should be... Also, another thing to note is that Grass, since those 3 players that they lost aren't actually able to full buy here, so we've got a Bucky and a Marshall as well as a Spectre coming out. So only 2 people with those rifles right now. Peanut does spot 2 people in garage with that camera, and he decides to fall back, play a bit of a safer angle. His cage does get triggered. He's looking through the one-way, spots one person, can't get the sprays. Bunk, Orps, Peanuts are yummy through the smoke, and that's opened up B site for them. NayNayz throws out the molly to try and slow them down a bit. And it looks like they aren't going to push through this, as there is a slow orb as well as many smokes and such.
Smart HP in mid. With that Marshall, he's trying to still hold this location, but Phipz just swings out wide and takes him out. I'll bring it back onto a 4v3. NayNayz in B heaven with that Bucky. Could be lethal at this range. Not quite close enough though.
Mazo is holding from CT. He does hear them all, but he gets killed by Phipz almost instantly. Just shoots him in the head. Not much he can do. Now, Phipz. 1v4 retake for BoltSouRce. He is there. He hasn't spotted anyone. It'd be interesting for him to see if he's does indeed go for this, or if he's just going to wait it out, save this rifle. So we do see him slowly peeking. Looks like he's going to try and go for a kill or 2. He does see the Jet, who doesn't see him, gets the kill onto my angel Namirin, but they do know where he is now. Does get spotted by Phoenix.
Sarayne.
How to say that name.
Sarayne.
And teleports out. So it looks like he's just trading those 2 kills and getting out while he still can. He was pretty low on time there. What was it? Sarayne?
Sarayne.
Sarayne.
Just imagine the rain, but it's starting with an S.
Huh.
Or like, you know how like sir, dude?
Sir, dude?
Yeah, sir, right?
Sir, dude?
Yeah.
Get Star Dude in chat, please, boys and girls.
3-1 now to Animenia. Phipz putting up some really impressive stuff out of him in Forbidnature. Like, some nutty shots are being hit here. We're still waiting to see some of those key players on the side of Grass pop off. So maybe we'll see them start to warm up as the map does go on.
So, beginning of the round, great bomb coming out from I'm Not Shy for it, sorry. I'm used to calling I'm Shy, but
you know what
the
I
man,
just realized?
the myth, the legend. Yeah.
Animenia's gone Sageless.
That's
what I've just realized.
Pretty sure this is the first time we've seen it this tournament.
Second now. But, what just happened?
I guess Grass just won a Thrifty, so they just won an eco round, which is pretty good. Peanuts does pick up the AWP, which is huge. He's got a bit of money in the bank. So that's actually a huge round coming out for Grass. They've got full rifles here and plenty of money to work with.
And he does hand over that operator into the hands of BoltSouRce. I do know Shyfrit likes to pick up that AWP as well at times. So we'll see what BoltSouRce is able to make happen with that from the A position.
No one spotted. Lear goes out into mid. Phipz does push out, but he doesn't. He knows where Shy is, but he didn't see him. Shy swings out, gets a nutty headshot onto Phipz. Jet ult is being used. It is in mid. He sees my angel Namirin, and he does get the kill on him. Same spot as Phipz. Gets a nice another nice headshot. Now 3v5 situation. Shy getting a third, another headshot in mid. People just walking out into his crosshair. Throws the nade out, scares off Bunk, and it's looking pretty dire here. It's a 2v5 situation. the attackers have still got bomb, but
No more charges
not looking
left.
too good. It's actually a 1v5 situation. I'm not sure when that kill happened, but it did. So now Bunk's stuck here in garage. He's getting flanked from all angles. Peanuts does spot him, but he gets the kill onto Peanuts, but NayNayz trades back almost.
Yeah, NayNayz with his first kill now of this series. 6 rounds in. We do see this spam these fries coming out. The Shy Fry fan club is here in full force.
Gotta love the.
You can see the fan club
Shy
does
Fry
not
fan
only
club.
stick to League of Legends events for that man. So good to see his supporters showing up in the chat as well.
So both teams here with the rifles. BoltSouRce opening up with a nice kill onto Sarayne. Another one onto my Angel Namirin, so that's 2 down, absolutely destroying this push. Now Mazo's just...
No, you go ahead.
Mazo was pushing up on the ramps, holding the angle, the smoke off. Phipz is in that smoke, but nobody's seen him just yet.
Ooh, Shy gets absolutely demolished by Bunk in the mid position, not able to get the better of that duel this time. Phipz now trying to work his way onto the A side, but they've got that mid control, but BoltSouRce just catches him as that smoke drops. 3 in the round for him now. Bunk and Forbidnature. The neural theft is available, so if he's able to find that first kill, he may be able to snowball the round out. Let's see what happens. Also earlier, thanks Vales for the sub with Twitch Prime, mate.
What a legend.
Yeah, thanks for the Prime. Any primers in the chat? BoltSouRce misses his first shot, then the second onto those players, and that allows him up into the ramp. Bunk capitalizing off that onto Mazo, and the neural theft does come out. NayNayz now from that TT position gets the kill onto him, but gets some tags down as well. Now it's all onto Forbidnature. 1v3, player to his left, player to his right, and player in the behind, and he's only got 13 seconds. Unable to find any. Peanuts with giving him a bit of extra love there at the end. Now 4-3 in favor of Grass.
Yeah. Grass really playing it well here, reacting to information and pushes, getting some... Sorry, BoltSouRce getting some lovely early picks, denying those early pushes, really slowing down the attackers here. So we do see Peanuts doing that one-way smoke. He does get blinded by that Lear. He's spraying through the smoke. He does find one. He finds 2. Nathan throws out the molly, gets 2 with the molly, and Peanuts gets the last kill of the round, picking up 3 in total with that classic. That was a huge round, really well played by them, utilizing their utility to its full advantage.
Yeah, great round out of the side of Grass there. Their leader finally showing some life as well in PeanutsAreYum.
I need this, Mike.
BoltSouRce currently at 9-1. Extra weapon by there. Not sure about that one. Is he trying to like put a gun up there or something? I'm not sure what's going on. Is there like some sort of bait going on? He's just leaving an extra vandal on the floor. Shy winning that opening duel in mid again. Peanuts with 2 nice shots onto the players in garage. Namirin does manage to trade it back, but he's down to 1 HP. He's wishing he had Sage right now. Phipz able to find the first. Nice dismiss to see NayNayz. Oh, NayNayz not able to finish off that kill. Does get dropped. Maybe should have devoured there to recover some of that health as he is critically low. Peanuts with his 3rd in the round. Covers an operator for his troubles.
They do have a spike control here, so this round should be pretty over. If Peanuts holds a nice safe angle, he has got bomb. Looking like a pretty strange round. Empress does get popped, so if he does get 1 kill here, there is clutch potential. If you're going to win a round like this on any operator, you would want to be on Reyna, especially with that ultimate. Really good Lear, blinding Peanuts completely, and he managed to get that kill, getting that first kill. And so now he's back at full, overhealed 138.
Yeah, so
has got control of the spike, and now he's just turned this round around completely.
Yeah, with Empress active, has the potential to finish snowballing this off. He's got Mazo and BoltSouRce to contend with, however. working his way towards the B side, and both those players have gambled towards A. And I think they're starting to realize that they've made a mistake. Empress has now expired, so he's got regular fire rate and unable to immediately overheal. Clearing out this side, he's got no time. He just has to stick this plant, which will be allowed because both the players are on the other side. Now realized, and now they're coming over. Phipz now has to isolate these two players, get some 1v1s going, and use those last two charges of Devour and Dismiss to try and find his way into winning this round. BoltSouRce switches over to that Phantom. So now the onus is on Phipz. He's going to make that huge play. Smoke does sort of give him a way out onto the side. Here's those players dropping. Bomb is ticking dangerously low now. It's sort of planted for him. BoltSouRce gets on it. And Phipz now has to swing. Unable to find Mazo. He actually wins that duel. And I think they have ample time to defuse. And that does come through.
Yeah, really well played by the defense there. Almost brought it back by Phipz getting that kill onto Peanuts, but wasn't quite able to finish off the job. Bit strange there from the defense. Was thinking that during that round that his team maybe should have helped rotated to help Peanut, as he did have control over that spike, but doesn't matter because it worked out in the end.
Give them no ground.
So rifles coming out for both teams. Should be a pretty even round here in terms of weapons. Mazo throws out the slow orb, catches off a few people walling off that ramp's position, and he's just stopped this push completely. So BoltSouRce is just looking to line up some players. He gets one, gets a spike, spots a spike, gets a second. Mazo also picks up 2 kills on that ramp's position, jumping up on top of her wall. They have spike control. This is now a 1v5 situation for Forbidnature. Without the spike, it's looking pretty dire.
Yeah, and Mazo finally coming alive now in the 9th round of the map, finding 2 kills for himself and really delaying, well, putting an entire halt to that push. Paint shells come out from Forbidnature, but he's just running into all the angles now. But he has no choice. The bomb's dropped out. Mazo's surely to find this one as well. 3 kill in the round for him, and yeah, solid defense coming out of Team Grass.
Yeah. BoltSouRce proving dominance with that AWP, not giving attackers any chance to get out. He did miss a few shots, but he was smart in falling back into a safer angle and not repeating that more dangerous angle. Really proved effective, sorry. And there was not much the attackers could really do to stop him. So NayNayz getting an open kill onto Phipz. Shyfrit also getting a nice AWP shot. Getting 2 actually in mid. They haven't dropped Spike just yet, but they know that there was a few players mid at least. Shyfrit spots Burke, but hasn't a Bunk, sorry, but isn't able to get his shots down. Mazo does spot Sarayne on ramps, and Peanuts finishes off Bunk on the flank.
Yeah, but another flawless round coming out of the side of Grass. And now we're moving to the last round of the half. They've been able to string 7 rounds together for themselves. Rifles now found on both sides, so let's hope they can only work this. Let's see if they'll be able to put their 9th on the board, or Animenia will be able to bring it back to an A4 scoreline. With the bomb dropped in T-spawn. I think they've realized that now, and they're sending one back to collect that. Good stuff. Shy has been a terror in this mid area. Sarayne, though, just opens up onto Peanuts, who was aggressive in that position. Lear forces him off. Bladestorm comes out of the jet, who's immediately just taken out by Shy. Good work from him. That smoke probably should have come out maybe a little bit earlier, given that safety that he needs. I think NayNayz might get... I don't know if they realize that Phipz is trapped into the heaven position. NayNayz is coming up with... Oh, and he
Great discipline being showed by Nathan there, not to shoot straight away, playing for a bit of info just in case he can spot someone else. Mazo spraying down Forbidnature there, getting a nice team to him. Now 2v4 situation.
Yeah, but Sarayne's out on the site. I don't know if NayNayz is aware of this. Here's the drop. Sarayne, you've got to turn around. There's a player that's just walked right next to you. Nathan gets the drop on... NayNayz gets the drop on him instead. So now critically low, but he'll have that heal for him in a second, and Bunk now in a 1v4 to clutch out the last round in this half.
No hard feelings.
Gets one shot onto Nathan. Does have bomb control, but he is spotted by that tripwire and killed by Shifrit. So great first half here from Grass. Took a little bit to warm up, but once they did, they just started getting absolutely dominant.
Yeah, so a 9-3 scoreline is definitely not something that's impossible to recover from if you're a team Animenia, but if you're a fan of Team Grass, you're incredibly happy with that first half and how that went.
Good to
and
see.
we still
my
have the scoreboard bug. Nice.
Yeah, no, my scoreboard is working perfectly fine this time around, so I don't know what's going on here, but trust Riot Games to bug out a bug so it doesn't bug out anymore. So we got 4 ghosts coming out here for the attackers. No,
Yeah, so I'll rely on you to give us
for
the
the defenders
loadouts.
now, sorry. Stuff going out. Peanuts getting a nice ding onto Bunk with that sheriff. Nathan also getting a ding onto Phipz. Now it's gone from it's now 5. Nathan getting a second one. No, yeah, second one onto Forbidnature. NayNayz, sorry.
Yeah, and with that, the
5v2
defense is
situation.
shattered. Namirin trying to hold these players back, but they're already in his spawn, and he's not ready to turn onto that player at all. Sarayne now into a 1v5. He's got to go, so if he lands those headshots, this isn't impossible, but damn near is. Able to find the first on the BoltSouRce, so that's 1 of 4. No, 5 rather. He's going to land a lot more of those to make this happen. Shy peeking out. Paint shells come out as well, just to add a little bit more of zone control. And Sarayne decides that he wants out of this round, and he's wisely going to move away from the side. Backing up towards it now. Dropped by NayNayz with the 3k.
Good first round there from Grass, getting lots of nice opening frags, nice dinks. And now we do see them buying up. Shifrit getting that Vandal pickup with the light armor, but everyone else, SMG, no, yeah, still got that. So we've got 1 rifle and a Guardian, which has also, just want to note, patch came out today, which did drop that Guardian price from 27 to 2,500. So it's actually, if you get a kill or 2 in that first round, you are able to buy it with full armor in the second round. So that's what we see PeanutsAreYum doing here. See a lot of attackers here in pushing out through garage onto B, throwing out cam, trying to get information. They do spot Phipz on the camera with the judge. Shifrit sprays down Phipz, but does get a little bit hurt in return. Gets healed up by that Sage. Bunk, sorry, takes out PeanutsAreYum, but then gets killed by Mazo. BoltSouRce also getting a nice kill onto Forbidnature. Bond should be going down on B, with Nathan also picking up a kill onto Sarayne. So it is now a 1v4 retake for My Angel Namirin, but he gets picked out by BoltSouRce.
Yeah, that ends before it even begins to start. Really good stuff out of those players there. Good usage of that spy cam coming out of PeanutsAreYum. Able to spot that player out before he's able to push, and that forces, and then the paint shells follow up, forces Bunk to actually push in aggressively with that judge. Does manage to find the 1 player, but immediately traded out, and from there on out the round was basically lost. You had players falling left and right, and yeah. PeanutsAreYum now trying to find this jet player out at long. My Angel Namirin has pushed himself into the corner. Mid control is conceded. But Bunk with a fast flank. He's suddenly just dropped 2 players. What happened there? My Angel Namirin does find the judge kill onto PeanutsAreYum as well. Forbidnature spots the head of the Phoenix. Good hot hands to deny that area. Paint shells come out, and they're forced to back up a little further into mid. NayNayz does get tagged up a little bit, loses a chunk of his armor. He seems okay to go so far. Forbidnature on the swing, but NayNayz takes him out. And now the flank looks to be coming in. Couldn't find that cam fast enough. Phipz with the nice flank, and now Mazo left in a 1v 3 situation. Bomb is going down onto the B side, however. Sarayne will be the first responder there. Mazo has a good idea of where these players are coming from, but will he be able to connect onto these guys? Miss spray initially, manages to recover, but Phipz is there for the refrag, and they'll be able to get that defused and put a 4th round on the board for themselves.
Do you see a lot of spams going on in chat? It's quite insane right now. But good to see a bit of support coming out for both teams here. Not just the Shy Fry fan club. There's lots of people being supported here, so it's always good to see stuff like that. Good sportsmanship and having fun is what I'm all about. So defense have still got a lot of money to work with here, so they did, even though they lost that last round, they aren't at too much. Sorry, the attack is, my scoreboard's still a little bit broken. Sorry, so Grass, they've still got a lot of money to work with here. Reduce, whereas the defenders, Shy for getting a nice kill on mine, defenders don't have much in terms of, they only have one rifle. One premium rifle, that is, sorry.
Push out of garage.
Nice kill onto Phipz, and Bunk getting a trade back. Mazo getting the rear trade.
Yeah, good aggression out of the CT side, but just unable to find those crucial picks. Sarayne does find a nice shot onto another player, bringing it into a 2-on-3. NayNayz does manage to commit that run it back, but is unable to find any players with that. So he's at least got that info that no one's in CT as of this moment. Forbidnature is looking to creep up into heaven, so if he manages to come out of that angle and spots Mazo below him, this might be catastrophic for the defense if they're not able to be prepared for this. NayNayz holding an angle, doesn't get it cleared. Now, all on Forbidnature, but Mazo's ready for that one. Takes him out and gives themselves map point.
Grass have got a lot of money to work with here, so they're in a really good spot to be winning this game, but hopefully it's looking pretty dire, but it's still always a chance of that reverse sweep, and we should be sorry, they should be force buying here, throwing absolutely everything they can at the opposing team in order to try and win this round, get a couple more on the board. BoltSouRce getting a nice opening onto Sarayne. Shyfred also getting a nice kill onto Forbidnature.
Yeah, so that individual gun skill coming out. Namirin does get the drop onto Shy though. Now we see...
Do you see Emperor's coming out from Phipz? He gets one, but gets traded back by PeanutsAreYum in heaven, and they're pushing all out into heaven. Mazo instantly using that res. Bunk getting a nice headshot onto BoltSouRce, instantly killing him, but Mazo retrades, getting putting Bunk down again. So now we're looking at a 1v3 situation. He needs to get this clutch. There's no backing out now. He does pop the Jet ultimate, so quite a good, useful tool for situations like these. He sees Nathan, but Nathan gets the last kill, getting a nice headshot onto Namirin, and Grass end up taking round 1, 13-4.
Yeah, so the map does end up going the way of Grass. Good showing out of them. Animenia not really able to find their footing into this map, unable to string many of those rounds together. But yeah, quite competitive in the early rounds, but just weren't able to hold it together later on. So it did end up going the way of Grass 13-4. Okay, I see a lot of spams in chat. The SM Orc for the Horde. Yeah, so we'll be heading to a short break. We'll be back right afterwards with our map number 2, which will be Bind.
I just wanna. Everybody now. Stop your feet. I just wanna. Stop your feet. Everybody now. Stop your feet. I just wanna. Oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh no. Stop your feet. Everybody now. Stop your feet. I just wanna. Oh yeah. Oh, stop your feet. Oh no.
Stand right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn the shoot to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geek, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See 6 midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. Know what's going down every time that we are down. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club into a freak show. Look at Snow White eating rotten apples. Dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coasters like a supernova. Around the ring master, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. I been wake up on the wrong lawn, so we won't stop. It's a lost cause. Take a look through the peephole. Yo, everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club into a freak show.
And we are back from our break. Hope you all had a good one. I see a lot of spam in chat. Just reminder, let's just keep it relevant to some of what's going on screen. But after a good map one, we're now moving into our second map, which was Bind. So Grass did manage to take split 13-4. But before we get into anything else, I'd just like to thank a couple of our new followers. So Zengi, Fancy Hatman Gaming, Frop, Juju Edits, Joy Motor. Thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate those. Yeah, so Kak, what do you think of the first map?
Pretty dominant. They took a little bit to warm up, but once they did, they just sort of kept on going and were unrelenting and didn't really provide any opportunities for Animenia to pick up any matches, like any words no work, brain no work. Classic Cac. We're unable to pick up any points during the match. There we go. I got there.
Yeah. So I think we are ready to get into our second map now. So let's get that right underway. Yep, looks like we got it all ready. So we're going into that now. So yeah, let's get a quick analysis of this map going. Kak, if you'd like to lead that one. Just give me one tick.
Sure, Bind. Again, tonight.
You want to skip
Bind.
it?
Huh?
You want to skip it?
Nah. Well, what if somebody wasn't here, T? I'm not skipping it. No, I'll just do a nice little quick one. Bind one-way teleporters. That's its key little unique little sort of thing. Useful for both attack and defense. Can provide some quick rotates or also some dirty flanks. All depends on the player's skill and how you use them. Plenty of opportunities for outplay with them. When you play this map, you tend to have a lot of focus being put on the A short position. Should be a very interesting to see. Be interesting to see if we see any Vipers or Sage or Brimstones, that sort of thing. Being able to utilize smokes and lots of different walls to cut off sites, because there's a few interesting ways to push onto a site here on attack.
Select your agent.
So yeah, that's about it.
Alright, so we should be getting into our map number 2 quite shortly. Just waiting for agent select to finish up, and yeah, we should be getting into the map. So I do believe Animenia will be on the attack to start off with. Oh, I could
No,
be
it's
wrong.
grass.
Yeah, grass is on the attack to start off with.
So, team rundown, grass. We have NayNayz on Phoenix, BoltSouRce on the Breach, which is interesting to see. Shyfrit on the Viper, PeanutsAreYum on Cypher, and Mazo on Sage. And for Animania, we have my angel Namirin on Viper, Phipz on the Reyna, my girl, Forbidnature on Raze, Sarayne on Sage, and Bunk on the Cypher. So a little bit of variance in the teams, but mostly similar. We do, the only difference being the Breach and Phoenix and Raze and Reyna, sorry. But beginning of the round, we do see 5 ghosts on the defense here, so looking to get those nutty headshots. Wire gets thrown out by Bunk on Cypher, but he gets shot instantly, so they know that somebody is there at showers. 4 people in showers right now, pushing up. BoltSouRce is by himself on short.
Oh, looks
Grenades
like we
are
have
going
some
out.
set smokes coming out, some set mollies as well. Whoa, this is a sick execute. Phipz, though, able to immediately fire through that smoke takeout too. Pushes through, but is punished by NayNayz, who was holding that other angle. Shyfrit finds one of his own. Bomb now initiated. They're in a 3v2 situation, and they don't have a lot of room to work with. Sarayne making really uncomfortable for Shy now, and he gets cut down.
So good retake there from defense, but some very interesting smokes and setups there. So it seems like the grass has got some practice here. It'd be interesting to see what else they've got hidden up their sleeves.
So good start from Animenia. Good to see them getting some rounds on the board. Judge in the hands of Forbidnature, so they are investing for this round. This is definitely PeanutsAreYum calling a strat right now. He's told his whole team, let's all get the frenzy, and he's known to hate that weapon. He just uses it ironically. So let's see what they have in store. Looks like they're just all gonna rush up short B. Phipz is gonna be there. Nice shot to delay that push, but a huge judge play. Shy does manage to pick up the lot to kill, but he's now critically injured. And then BoltSouRce now get over here. Judge comes back out. It's out of bullets. Shyfrit now in a 1v3 and only 14 HP and a frenzy to work with. Does sort of find the drop onto Sarayne, but now he's got to reload and dropped by the judge of my angel Namirin. Good stuff from him.
Good anti-eco there coming out from Animenia, but this again is the rifle round, so this is hopefully where we see grass make a comeback and hopefully take a round here, because as I've said before, buying up on the 3rd round, losing the 3rd round after you spend a lot of money on those rifles can be quite devastating, so hopefully they can get the job done right now.
So, Kak, we've just got a donation. I've sent that into your DMs, actually, so if you can read that on out for me, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, look, I'm not that dumb, man. But
You still gotta read out the dono.
Ice, C Wallow Min. donated 5. Thanks for the donation. I'm not reading out your name in the right order. I'm just reading it out that way. I'm not dumb.
Alright,
Nice
so we
try,
do see that
but-
typical A execute coming out with the sage walls and the smokes. Good to see Grass have actually practiced some of these set plays out, these set pieces actually. Forbid does find the entry onto BoltSouRce. Bunk coming out of that shower's position. Forbid does end up getting dropped by those players, and that sage wall is still active, so now Sarayne's got to push into U-Hold. Spots that player holding the corner. Sarayne just clean him up, and NayNayz and Mazo combined for their last 2 kills to give them, put their first round on the board.
So, good for them winning that rifle round, but they did lose 3 of those 5 rifles, so a few players will be short here, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Looks like...
Sorry, I was just looking at the auto mod.
Yeah. Yeah. Good on Auto Mod for picking that one up before it went out into the public. Do you see Bunk with the operator there, but the rest of his team on SMGs? One other, mine's a number on a Vandal. Players just sort of peeking more towards short. 4 players short, 1 person showers. Phipz playing a bit aggressive here, pushing out showers, looking for someone. PeanutsAreYum throwing out a camera, trying to spot someone pushing out there.
A lot of utility committed towards that U-Hold position. Fault line and NayNayz manages, with some nice position, manages to get out of harm's way before things go too badly. Maybe it was intended, but now the play's going in towards the Forbid with a nice satchel to deal some damage, but he gets taken out by Mazo. Now the bomb is going down onto the site. Sarayne, Mazo actually picking up that kill, gets off the bomb and just whips around, takes him out. Nice individual play out of him, and now it's a 3-on-3. Rotations are now coming out. Mazo, good wall, will shut down any offensive that the CTs might have. I don't think it reached all the way around, so Phipz has crept through, but Mazo finds the timing. 3 in the round for him. Almost 4. Bunk gets the better of him with that operator. And PeanutsAreYum from the hookah position now, trying to make things work. Utility still available for these few players. See that that Molotov coming out. He does manage to find one. Bunk sticking the bomb, however, and NayNayz just swings out, finding those last 2 players.
NayNayz, sorry, managing to pick up that AWP, throwing it down for PeanutsAreYum to pick up. So now we're looking like the defenders, after losing that last round, they don't have much money to work with. What's up?
I accidentally timed out Ming.
Oops
That was a big oops.
a daisy. Yeah, so we've only got pistols here for the defenders of Animenia. Full by coming out for Grass. Couple of players, wall going out from Viper, couple of set smokes and mollies going out. Looks like they're going to be wanting to push this out soon. We do see Sage rotating through CT onto A, so they know that they're going to be coming onto A soon, but it's just a matter of when. Do you hear one person taking the teleporter? So they're going to wait it out. Shifred getting killed on Forbidnature, as well as Mazo getting bunked, was also on the flank. So now it's a 3v5 situation here. They do know that everyone else on this defender's side is on this site, and they're making the right call here, rotating onto B, as they know that it is completely undefended right now. PeanutsAreYum just lurking in that position though.
Yeah, coming through that smoke. He did get decayed a little bit, but he might miss the timing here. And Imagine Namirin, a bit more patient than he. Shifred does find the player in CT. Second one on the board for himself. Peanuts with a nice operator shot, and now Phipz in a 1v5 situation. Don't think he'll be committing the Empress here this round. Probably just looking to find a single frag and maybe dip with one of those weapons. Fires some shots, automatically starts queuing the reload. And Shy swings out and capitalizes off of that. 3k in the round for Shifred. Good stuff with him.
Alrighty. So again, Grass looking like they're going to go for a couple of set smokes here and walls.
Yeah, lots
At
of
the
ultimates
beginning
available to hold back this
of
push, though.
round.
Just
Or-
a interesting bit to know. We haven't seen a Brimstone on this map. Brimstone is incredibly powerful as well with that orbital strike, able to cut off those U-hole angles. Shy for it. No. We saw those set smokes come out now. We'll see how they're utilized towards the site. Rotation does sort of come in. Phipz is pushed out aggressively into that B-shore position, so he's gathering info for his team. He's saying no one's here. Mazo is watching the flank. We'll see how fast this push comes out. Now it's coming in. Fine for Namirin. Phipz does find one on the flank, and that's going to slow down the push. Namirin finds
Cypher
one.
missing his spray on Mind and Namirin, who gets him in return. Nathan picking up a kill on Mind and Namirin, re-trading that.
Joke's over.
NayNayz popping the run it back. Missing... Bunk missing his shots onto NayNayz, and
Is he going to
NayNayz
get
gets the
teleported
kill.
back before this spike goes off? Yep.
A bit unfortunate, but he's still got plenty of time to work with. It's not too much of a drama. 2v3 retake for the defenders. Sarayne popping that resurrection onto Phipz. Now it's a 2v3 situation after Forbidnature got that kill.
The hunt begins.
Empress being used by Phipz, who's coming up through short. Both players on the attackers are watching Forbidnature trying to go for a flashy play, but looks like he messes up his satchels a little bit. They do know he does spot the last two players, so that leaves information for Phipz, but Phipz misses his shots completely. Sarayne does get the kill onto Nathan and also Mazo, but it doesn't look like he's got any time left to do. Actually, probably
I'm
did have.
pretty sure he did.
He did,
He,
but
he
I don't
had
think
time, but he
could
sort of
have
walked
made
away
it
from the
with
bomb. He's got no
slow
time now. You should just run now. I think he's dead the bomb now. Almost.
No,
Oh. He definitely had time to run over. I'm not sure what the hesitation was for. It's a bit of a misplay out of him. They did get all those... A good retake, but just maybe a little less game knowledge on the board from there, because they definitely had that one in the bag. Regardless, we're now sitting at 4-2. Advantage to Team Grass here. Really liking the set pieces that they have going out towards that side. Poison Orb from Namirin does sort of, and he's kind of sort of lurking into this with a bit of a half bite coming through as well. So, let's see what they think of this round. Again, a lot of short A presence being shown from both teams. A lot of utility being thrown there. Aftershock committed by BoltSouRce just to get some pressure. Phipz though, pushes out B. Longlin finds PeanutsAreYum off guard. Now the pinch might come through again, and it's all on this. Like to see, maybe I would like to see a Viper's Pit committed here, because that'll make the push really difficult.
Wall and the wall does go out. They do spot Iron's Namirin in that wall. BoltSouRce picking up 2 kills. Flicking from My Angel to Bunk. Really nice aim control from him. Now it's a 5v3 situation. Bomb hasn't gone down just yet. Looks like it's getting planted now. Satchel's being thrown, but they didn't quite connect with BoltSouRce. So with Bomb down, Mazo gets a kill on a Phipz. It's now a 2v3 situation. Last 2 players are on side. Cypher gets 2 nice kills to secure this round for Grass. So really showing the power of that push. It's a couple of nice set smokes, and there's just a little corner that they can plant onto, and it's just really easy to hold from there on out.
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
Sorry, got a bit of a tickle. Sorry, but moving on to the next round, it's 5-2 in favor of Grass.
Yeah, another half bite
Defenders-
coming out of Animenia. Judges, 2 judges, a marshal, and and 2 sort of those rifles coming out of them. NayNayz, Phipz is really getting the better of these players when he pushes out this long position. Also finding the second onto Mazo as well, using that dismiss to find the 3rd player.
I know
Leah
exactly
potentially coming out.
In sight.
Yep, Leah's him off that angle, swings out, finds the kill. 3rd in the round for him, and that's the bomb dropped. Mind you, Namirin manages to get the better of Shyford with that judge. Now PeanutsAreYum did commit that neural theft, finds Bunk in the heaven position. 1v3 now, 50 health. But he does not have the bomb in his control, and there's only a minute left on the clock. He's gonna find player hiding out on A. Opts to use one of those cyber cages to get out onto the site. But he knows that Judge is sitting there, and with only 50 HP, you've got to be crazy to challenge that at a close angle. That's his last bit of utility now. Doesn't quite cover the cross. Namirin's being super patient here. Sees the trap fire go off, but he just holds that angle. Likes to use the toxic screen to make things even more difficult for Peanuts. He's probably just looking to save this gun now. Hits the second trap wire, freaks out a little bit, and he's buggered off into heaven. Looks like so. Still trying to have some impact. Maybe find a couple of players of God. But
Yeah, really well played there by my angel Namirin. Even though he knows exactly where Peanuts is, he's deciding to just hold it out, showing lots of trigger discipline, not pushing out, just trying to play a nice safe angle rather than possibly throwing the round. So good job, Animenia, picking up another round, breaking this streak of Grass. But Grass is in a really nice position. They've got lots of money to work with, so they shouldn't be too worried as of quite yet.
yeah, the aggression out from Phipz out of that B area is proving quite difficult for Grass to be dealing with. So I think he realizes that now, and he's opted for a more passive line towards that side of map. Utility once again being committed towards the middle of the map. Shy looks to be setting up his set smokes once again. See what they make of that. Forbidnature did take a challenge at Showers, got tagged down a bit low. Sage is on the other side, Smoke's not coming in. Imagine Namirin with that Judge once again getting the better of his counterpart in Shyfred, and that's a lot of the utility now unable to be utilized on the side of Grass. So when that Viper falls, you're unable to use any of her abilities to raise the walls or what have you. Paint shells into the shower position just to clear that one out. Phipz is about to get challenged by 3 players now. Drops his gun. I'm not sure what happened there. BoltSouRce surely knows he's here now. Swings out and takes out his head. Forbidnature finds an angle, but BoltSouRce is just too quick on the trigger and manages to drop him too. Girl theft comes through. Sarayne finds the kill onto BoltSouRce, shutting him down before he's able to cause more damage towards the site. Bit of a miss for. Could be right. Mazo and NayNayz now with it all to do. Push coming in from the hookah window. Viper's pit committed as well, allowing them to cut off some of these angles and get out onto the site. NayNayz is going to find it quite difficult to get these kills here. Bunk with 1. Mazo with 2 seconds. Quick double kill. And he's trying to find the third. Just trying to stay alive at the moment, in fact. He's just running away from the site. The Viper's pit now comes down, as my angel Namirin did come out of there for quite a while, so it did dissipate. And a nice 3v2 and a little bit of a teabag going on there. Mazo actually leading his team in kills here.
Not bad. Good job, Mazo. So, coming into the 9th round now, 10th round, sorry. Vendors have got money to buy, so they should be doing that. Both pretty even on,
Let's keep it rolling.
like, even economy across the board. Nobody's too poor after buying this round. Do see those set smokes coming out yet again, so it looks like this is just the straight. They just throw out the set smoke every round, even though they may not end up using it. We do see just only one person watching the shower position, but nobody's really being too aggressive on it. Looks like PeanutsAreYum is going quite lurk position. Does spot Phipz, but Phipz wins the duel there and takes out
I don't know if you
PeanutsAreYum.
actually saw what happened there, but we'll get into that in a second as the push does start to come out. Really nice execution there. The Rolling Thunder does manage to catch out a player. Forbidnature still has most of his offensive utility. 3 players now in that cover position. That's quite dangerous if you're versus the race. Finds the back of BoltSouRce. Wasn't aware that his player was covering his back. Viper's pit finally utilized, and this is going to make this quite difficult. Empress utilized as well. Run it back even. Shy now on for the ace. Trying to find the last kills. He's got 4 now in the round. 1 more play to find, and he swings out and he completes the ace.
Yeah, great job by Shyfred there. Popping down, getting, just cutting off cutting off the retake for the defenders, completely cutting off their vision, and just slowly moving around, fighting those players, and just taking them out one by one. So well done to Shy for it there, getting an ace. Do see that Mazo still has that resurrect available on Sage, but the opposing Sage is only 1 kill away from getting her ultimate as well. Forbidnature also has his Ray's ultimate ready, but in terms of that, everyone else doesn't seem to be too close at all.
Oh, Phipz might get timing tier. Let's spot the shoulder, but PeanutsAreYum has the better gun and outdoors him at that range. So I just wanted to talk about maybe what happened in their last round where we saw that, like the really quick 3 kills at the start. Shy actually spotted, Namirin sitting in that mid-cubby position, spotted his shoulder and started spraying at him through the wall, and I think he on reflex decided to start pulling the trigger as well. Not actually hitting Shy, but actually killing the player of which the wall he was behind, that was sitting behind the wall he was staring at. So Shy sort of got his own teammate killed there with that play. Whether it was on purpose or not. Sarayne now 1v5, probably not going to win this one out. Mazo with another kill. And now we're moving... Was that the last round of the half? I wasn't paying... No, we're now moving to the last round of the half. Money on both sides. Money and the T side's looking really, really good. Maybe like to see them buy a couple ops just to use at the start of the round. And then like throw away just so you can get those early aim duels out. And the defense is scrambling for weapons to buy.
I'd just like to thank Izzy in chat for telling me a posture check, because I sat back in my chair not realizing that I'd done so, and I just completely forgot that I was supposed to, I need to sit forward to speak properly. Phipz gets the opening kill onto PeanutsAreYum, who was just by himself out on B long.
See, these aggressive B pushes are really paying dividends here. Now the Executor's coming out. Shyfrit able to clear out that corner. Namirin just goes to town with that judge. Finds 2 of his own. BoltSouRce now traded out by Bunk, and now it's Mazo down into a 1v4 situation. Has that resurrection available. Bunk, sure you're looking, mate. You heard him start planting the bomb, but the spray goes wild, and Forbidnature manages to put the 4th round on the board for Animenia.
That's the last round for the half, so 4-4. My scoreboard is broken again this time, so I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's different, but you got to do what you got to do. Not much we can do about that. So 4-8, first half, team switch. So that leaves Animenia on the attack and Grass on the defense. So it'd be interesting to see if Grass, who clearly have had some sort of strategies planned for this tournament, wonder if they've got anything exciting or special to be using on defense here. So beginning of the round, looks like Animenia...
Do you have the scoreboard, Bug?
Yeah, I do.
It's painful.
Yeah, I know.
Baby
I
rage.
I didn't have it last game, but I don't know what's going on, man. Just riot games, I guess. Lee comes out, looks like a quick B, one-way smoke coming out from the Viper. Shyfrit hitting Sage a little bit, but not quite doing enough damage to any meaningful damage. More shots just going out.
Sarayne tagged low, but he did. Sarayne's got a nice amount of health right now.
PeanutsAreYum is on the defense. There is a Raze watching the flank, but Peanuts might, if he sits here, he might catch someone out, which he does. He catches out My Angel Namirin, getting the kill there, throwing down the tripwire. So, and his smart idea, falling back and leaving that utility just to tell if the attackers decide to rotate out there. Mazo getting a nice kill onto Phipz in showers. It's now a 2v5 situation with 2 people on the flank on short. PeanutsAreYum getting the 2nd kill of the round and getting 3 in total for that round. Really well played by him.
Holy, a lot of ming clogs just came out.
I can add to it.
I'm gonna clear up some of those. Yeah, but that smoke that we saw that Shyfrit's deploying onto that box at the B short position, that we probably will see him set up right now. This one you have to play really carefully because it can be utilized by the offense as well if the defenders aren't positioning themselves well enough. Because we did see a little bit of that when NayNayz was actually getting that use against him because he sort of pushed up on the smoke and they could actually see his feet. So really gotta understand how that angle works. Smoke out, but Shy spots a shoulder. Shots getting fired back and forth. That one-way smoke does come up though.
Poison's off.
So nothing really going on. People just shooting a little bit and running away and shooting and running away. So we're just waiting for someone to get the opening frag, which is Shyford. He gets a headshot onto Bunk, gets the second one onto Sarayne, and now the attackers are looking like it's sorry, they're not looking like it is a pretty dire situation. 3v5. Still only 3 players on A, so it's smart of them not to smart of the defense not to over rotate. Mazo does get the kill on Forbidnature in showers, and Shyford's still holding that short angle. Does spot my Angel Namirin crossing over, and looks like this is where BoltSouRce comes into power with that judge. He does hear them a little bit, spots my Angel Namirin, shoots him, does see the spike go down, throws out a tremor, and it doesn't quite connect with Phipz, but pretty dire situation. 1v4 for Phipz, and he hasn't got bomb with him just yet. He's got 17 seconds to get that down, and there's still 2 players on each side. So looks like this round is over, and round goes to grass. Now score is 10-4. So grass really just being quite powerful, holding nice tight angles, not giving any ground, any opportunities for Animenia to exploit them.
I've been clicking for like the last minute, just clearing out all the Ming pods.
I've got 4k in the bank. You want me to want me to help you out there?
Thanks to not.
Just like to say to Mandingo, fuck you, but yeah.
Sponsors, by the way.
Sorry. Alright, start of the round. Looks like the attackers are finally going up onto B, learning that short's not going to get them anywhere. They do hear the ulti orb being taken on B long. Tripwire goes out, hits Sarayne, but it gets taken out by his teammate. Sarayne gets taken out by Peanuts, who sprays through that Viper wall, and he falls back instantly. Peanuts with a really nasty camera on B site picks up BoltSouRce, gets a kill on Forbidnature, but Bunk, lot happened just now. Attack is now on site, bomb going down, 2v3 retake for the defenders. BoltSouRce is up in hookah, and they know he's there. Mazo's coming through on CT.
Yeah, but from that hookah position with the judge, it's sort of hard to get those angels. Yeah, if he had any other gun there, that story might have gone different. Mazo now finding his kill into the round, but ultimately traded up by Phipz. 5-10 now for towards Grass.
Fuck. Christ. Anyway.
Oh my god, I see the
This is an interesting one. Anyway.
I saw the brain power copy past for a second.
I like the brain power one, but
yeah, we can let that one slide. Leave that one.
dude, how many results have you got, man? I've seen every now and then I see you tap back in, drink your cool, then hide your camera again. Taking shots of your cool plus.
Both top with a nice frag, but Sarayne immediately traded up by Sarayne. Good to see those going back and forth. NayNayz not playing a really passive line on site. The aggression is now slowed down from the P side. They're just looking to take that kill and maybe consolidate the rest of them control around the map, maybe looking to feel out their options towards A as well. No ultimates yet available for these teams. Shy applying pressure on that A short position. And I think they're realizing the play might be towards A. He pops out one way again. You see that really nice angle, but doesn't look like Animenia wants to have any of that. Animenia, my Angel Namirin has snuck out onto the B side. He's out long. Wonder where that spy cam from PeanutsAreYum is. Spots out those players. NayNayz maybe on the swing here. Finds the first. Well, Molly to deny the plant potentially. Forbidnature from that mid boxes does find 2. That's huge. And now 1 from Shy now coming in from the Juka position. Sees the arm. And that Molly is going to have to force that player out of there. He's got to move or he's going to burn, and burn he does. Smoke screen does, toxic screen does come up, and Shy gets on the stick. These players need to find these players. The wall does come down, but the shots are just going all over him. The last shot does finally find him, but Mazo gets the trade, and I think they have time to defuse the bomb.
Yeah, good retake there from Grass. Really well played. Nice molly coming up from Shyfrit, taking out that player that was sitting in cubby. Yeah, so wish my scoreboard wasn't busted so I could like look at economies and stuff, but
Yeah.
that how it be, that how it do, not much we can do about that. Looks like NayNayz picking up his famous Bucky, dropped to him by Shyfrit, who traded him a rifle instead. 3 ultimates here, ready for the attackers. Both stage ultimates are ready for each side, so Phipz started around, must have got beaten up, but he gets healed back up to 100 by the sage, so quite useful. They do know that they're B. Nice camera, spots where they are.
Yeah, sees those 2 players coming up the B long angle.
Cage triggered.
I don't know if they spotted that camera out yet or not. But that's info gathered, and you can see the rotations coming in. They know that the play is probably coming towards the B side, so they're opting to put some players here. Shy's offered for a slightly more passive angle on the A side, so he can allow that rotation to go through. Actually opting to go in aggressive into the bathrooms, and now they know that this play is definitely coming up. BoltSouRce manages to find Phipz in the mid. And now I think the way they're posturing makes it feel like they want to take that teleporter. Bunk goes for this ultimate orb. No reaction from the defense yet. They need to find this entry. Resurrect does look to be coming out. Okay. Finds the res. BoltSouRce finds Phipz through the wall. Does get that trade. Now the teleports do come through. Forbidnature finds Mazo on the A side. Viper's Pit utilized by I'm Not Shy here. He's got to find a lot of players here. Walking through the smoke, Forbidnature just gets the better of him. That Viper's Pit immediately neutralized, but PeanutsAreYum from that head position manages to find 3. And that gives them map and series point, in fact.
You know, really dominant performance here. Lots of nice like cameras and one-way smokes coming out here. PeanutsAreYum always putting his camera up in this nasty position. It's getting so much information for his team.
Yeah, so we can see why this team picked Bind. Hey, they've really done their research on it.
Yeah.
Found out all the little spots, like Shy's Viper nade, he's got that set up perfectly. Peanuts has that nice, incredibly powerful camera spot, actually. We'll get to see that in action once again, potentially. Phipz with the Empress, though. Fast play. Gets hit by that fault line, so he's slowed down slightly. Yep, so we can see that camera once again. Into the hookah position. Nice rolling thunder, but Phipz misses fast enough and he is able to get himself out of dodge. Has that Lear available. Only 7 bullets in the mag though. Finds the dink onto BoltSouRce, but cuts through the box and isn't able to convert. Forbidnature gets blinded by that flashpoint fully. Both of these players just trying to stay alive. That, after the utility is being thrown out. And finally he takes him out. NayNayz finds a refrag. Absolute chaos out towards this B site. Sarayne now. 1v1 against NayNayz. Bomb is not on his side. NayNayz finds the first peak. Both these players just playing this incredibly tight angle. I don't think Sarayne actually knows the position of NayNayz. Good curveball, blind him off that angle. And NayNayz still has all of his utility to work with, minus that one curveball. Sarayne sort of walls him off from the off the bomb. I'm not sure why that sort of came out.
Honestly, if Nathan just hides here, I don't think Sarayne has enough time because that wall will still be up when he
actually does.
Around again.
He does have time. If he gets the bomb and just shoots his own wall down, and NayNayz has the off angle, lets him pass just barely. If he gets time to shoot down this wall, and stick to plant, he wins this round. He could win this round. He's got a very advantageous position here. Has to stick to plant. NayNayz is still walking up B short. This will give Sarayne an opportunity to reposition. And he has to be able to figure out where this plays. He's neither of... I don't think he has any idea. Spots the play now. Does manage to win it out.
Really well
What
played by
was that?
Sarayne. They're rotating around and just a bit interesting from Nathan there. Not NayNayz, sorry, not holding the bomb, falling back, playing the retake. But no, it is what it is. Not much you can do about it.
Well,
They still should be in a pretty good position money wise, as they have won the past 2 rounds before that.
I was almost like one of those Saturday morning cartoons, the way that round kind of happened. Sarayne sort of like walled himself off, and they were just playing cat and mouse for a really long time. And finally, they had that final face off, which Sarayne wasn't able to get the better of. Phipz just tears NayNayz's head off. But Shy with that one-way smoke, able to find a double for himself. Molly now out, he sits, spots the feet of another player. Nice showstopper out from Forbidnature to shut down Shy. Says, I don't want you to have any more of that nonsense. Good neural theft to sort of reveal the locations of these rotating players. There is an Odin in the hands of one of these players, it looks like, but he's now been dropped. 3v2 retake now, and it's all coming in from the one direction. Peanuts misses the frag onto Bunk. See him shake his mouse there. Forbidnature now has to find this lineup, but Mazo's there, and he closes it out. That is the series, 6-13. It'll be Rez's Shy for good measure. Does look like Animenia will get taken out by Team Grass. Well played by them, 6-13.
Yeah, really well played there by Grass. Obviously doing their research, showing lots of different interesting ways playing the map, being flexible. Really well done to them, and congratulations. Also well done to Animenia, who put up a pretty good fight. But yeah.
Yeah. Ultimately unable to win out that map, but was a close... Some of those rounds did really come down to the wire. We saw some good play out of both those teams. Are able to take that. Just before we get in... So, we're done for the day now. And if we take a look at these brackets, I think we'll get one of the guys out of... sorry, not Animenia. Grass to come in for an interview after a short intermission, but yeah, really well played out of all of them. And yeah, GG's. We're gonna have a quick 2 or 3 minute break,